Charter schools are public schools, and what the charter means is that you have applied as a planning group and gotten a charter. You have gotten permission to open a public school. And in your charter, you have spelled out how you're going to meet the state standards, how you are going to follow the rules, and how you are going to distinguish yourself as a public school meeting a specific need.
Charter schools are growing in popularity. In South Carolina, the first charter schools were established in 1996. Since then, over 35 charter schools have opened their doors.
They have a personality, they have a philosophy, they have an approach, and that makes them unique in how they deliver education to their population.
Although the number of charter schools in the state is increasing, some misconceptions remain. They're not private schools, they're public and free. But they're different from traditional public schools in the sense that each charter school has a focus, a mission, if you will, that targets a specific need aimed at a specific segment of the community.
A charter school may say, we're going to do a special after-school tutoring program to supplement what goes on in the classroom. Charter schools can say, you know what, the state law says we only have to teach PE one semester. We're going to teach it every single day, all year long. You know, we want to recognize that the school day is not long enough, and we want to go 8 to 5. So whatever they're trying to do, they can put into their program and make it work for the kids that they want to serve. To start a charter school in South Carolina, there's a lot of organizations. We have several statewide that host meetings and have training. But bottom line is the state law is a step-by-step instruction manual. The forms you have to fill out, how you define who you are, how you're going to deliver your services. It requires you to figure out where your building is going to be. So there's a process like that, but you really have to start with a committed group of people who see beyond just what they're going to get out of it and recognize that if it's good enough for my child, it'll be good enough for anybody.
So anyone can apply, and our students come from all over the county, all the elementary schools. They're all races, religions, nationalities, and it allows for an option to the regular public school.
An option, yes, but not a guarantee. Though open to the public, not everyone can attend. That's because a charter school by design is limited to a certain number of students. And if the number of applications exceeds the number of open slots, then a lottery must be held.
A huge misconception is that we get to just pick whatever student that we want and that we only pick the best. Charter school law says that we have to hold an open enrollment and we have to hold a lottery for the students. If there are more students that apply than there are spaces available, it is students are chosen in a lottery drawing. And so it's completely random.
A board of directors oversees the operation and policies of the school. The board of directors can be comprised of anyone who's willing to serve and stand for election, whether it's a parent, teacher, or a member of the community who has a passion for making a difference.
The board of directors of any charter school is the entity that ensures that the school is living up to the charter that outlines how it's going to operate.
Though charter schools receive a per-student allotment from the state, on average it's about half the amount of money a traditional public school receives. The rest must be made up through fundraising efforts. Oftentimes this means operating on a limited budget, but many charter schools survive solely on the limited funding from the state.
We may not have the best furniture. You know, our first desk for the school came out of a salvage yard in Texas I bought at eBay for $5.10 a piece. So sometimes it's not about the dollar, but about the satisfaction and the value you place on it.
It's about the quality of education, the vibrant learning environment, the teachers who pour their passion into daily lessons. It's about building a foundation for learning that will far outlast the latest remodeling job.
It's not about facility here, and you can walk through the facility and be underwhelmed by what you see. But you can't walk out of here and be anything but overwhelmed with the delivery, the passion that kids, when we're giving tours, they'll stick their head out of a room and say, I love Langston. middle schoolers don't love middle school. It just doesn't happen anywhere. But it happens here at Langston. These kids love what's going on here, and it's not because they're in a beautiful building. It's because they're in an educational environment that's fundamentally tailored to the unique needs of who they are.
So just exactly what's going on here? This is Langston Charter Middle School, and it's just one of the shining examples of what charter schools can do to improve public education in South Carolina.